Have you ever wondered how the very first person accumulated wealth? How did they define success before money was even a concept? It's a fascinating riddle that takes us deep into the annals of human history, to a time when wealth wasn't measured in gold coins or bank balances, but in the fruit of one's labor and the respect of one's peers. Imagine a world where success wasn't about the accumulation of material possessions, but about survival, innovation, and community standing. As we journey through time, we see these concepts evolve, transforming into the modern definitions of wealth and success that we're familiar with today. But who was the first person to truly acquire wealth? How did they do it? And what can their story teach us about our own pursuit of success? Join us as we unravel the intriguing tale of the first person who got rich. Our journey begins in a time when wealth was not measured in gold or silver, but in cattle and grain. Picture a world where the clinking of coins and the rustle of paper money were unheard of. Instead, imagine the lowing of cattle, the rustle of grain, and the sweet smell of ripe fruits. This was a time when wealth was tangible, something you could touch, smell, and taste. In this ancient world, wealth was not just about affluence, it was a matter of survival. A bountiful harvest or a healthy herd meant food on the table, clothes on your back, and a roof over your head. It meant survival through harsh winters and protection against marauding invaders. It was closely tied to social status too. The more cattle you had, the more grain you could store, the higher your standing in society. Now let us introduce you to the hero of our story. A man not born into wealth but possessing a resourcefulness that set him apart from the rest. Although he started with little more than the clothes on his back, he was rich in ingenuity, tenacity, and ambition. He knew that the key to wealth was not just in acquiring more cattle or grain, but in finding innovative ways to use what he had to create more value. Our protagonist was a visionary. He saw beyond the confines of his time. He understood that wealth was not finite, that it could be created, grown, and multiplied. He was not content with simply surviving. He wanted to thrive. He wanted to build a legacy that would endure long after he was gone. Remember, this was a time when wealth was not just about material possessions. It was about survival, status, and the ability to secure a better future for yourself and your loved ones. Our protagonist was not born wealthy, but his journey to prosperity was about to take an unexpected turn. Our protagonist's journey to wealth was paved with innovation and a keen understanding of human needs. The protagonist was not just a pioneer, he was an innovator, a visionary. He saw opportunities in the mundane, turning everyday problems into profitable solutions. The world was his canvas, and he painted it with ideas that were as groundbreaking as they were lucrative. One such idea was a simple yet profound service that revolutionized the way people interacted with their surroundings. He recognized that the world was becoming faster, busier, and more complex. People were looking for convenience, for ways to save time. He saw this need, and he filled it. But he didn't stop there. The protagonist understood the pulse of the market, the ebb and flow of supply and demand. He knew that to accumulate wealth, he needed to create a demand for his services and then supply it. And he did just that. He created a service so indispensable, so integral to everyday life, that people couldn't imagine a world without it. He understood that the key to wealth wasn't just in innovation, but in understanding the market. He knew that to be successful, he needed to provide a service that was not only innovative, but also necessary. And he did just that, turning his innovative ideas into a thriving business that was both profitable and influential. But it wasn't all about the money. Our protagonist was driven by a desire to make the world a better place, to make life easier for people. And in doing so, he not only accumulated wealth, but also respect and admiration. He was a beacon of innovation, a symbol of success. And so, his journey to wealth was not just about financial gain, but about impacting lives, about making a difference. It was about understanding needs and creating solutions. It was about innovation and vision. It was about turning dreams into reality. His wealth grew, but so did his influence and status. With wealth came power, and with power came the ability to shape society. It was this understanding that guided our protagonist in his journey. But he didn't just amass wealth for himself. He saw it as a tool, a means to an end, a way to influence his society and set the standards for success. He realized that wealth wasn't just about living in opulence and luxury. It was about the impact one could have, the change one could bring about. This understanding became his guiding principle. He wasn't just a rich man, he was a thought leader, a trendsetter, a beacon of hope for those who aspired to succeed. And he didn't just build a fortune, he built a legacy that would echo through the centuries, a legacy that would inspire generations to strive for more. He didn't just set the bar for success, he redefined it. He showed that success wasn't just about personal gain, but about contributing to the community and making a difference. Our protagonist's journey to wealth was not just about accumulating resources, but about understanding human needs and providing value. Through his journey, we've seen how he tapped into the innate desires of his community, offering solutions to problems they didn't even know they had. His wealth was not a result of mere chance or blind ambition. It was born out of empathy, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of improvement. This tale challenges our modern understanding of wealth and success. It's not about the flashy cars, sprawling mansions, or inflated bank accounts. It's about the value we bring to others, the problems we solve, the lives we improve. Our protagonist's legacy isn't his wealth, but the impact he had on his community, the opportunities he created, the lives he changed. So the next time you think about wealth and success, remember the tale of the first person who got rich and ask yourself, what value am I providing?